I was contemplating telling my story, and there's a link below about a domestic violence survivor. And I sat up late tonight watching the whole video, and it inspired me so much that really I can't tell you how important it is to watch this video. Now, with that said, I need to share. I too am a survivor of domestic violence, and I know that a lot of you watch my videos. About 12 years ago, I escaped domestic violence. I escaped with my life, and I moved to Missouri to escape abuse, and it took everything I had. I loaded up my car, and that's all I had was me, my life, and really the stuff that was in my car, and the help of doctors who basically got me a hotel room. And I drove 1,000 miles from Pennsylvania to Missouri, and I ended up in this little small town outside of Branson, Missouri, and I started my life over. And ever since then, I have always advocated for those who, and not just advocated, but champion survivors who escape abuse. Now, granted, I am not a champion of people telling stories, okay? There's a lot of people that just tell stories, but I'm telling you, I lived it. So, when I watched this video, I don't really know how to title this, but I live with the scars of domestic violence. I still have been recovering, and I had severe abuse, so it's not like I still have difficulties, is what I'm saying, but they're slowly, gradually improving. I still go to counseling. I still am working on day by day improving, okay? You know, I can smile again. I had a lot of injuries that I needed recovery. I've had several surgeries. I had black and blue eyes. I had a fractured nose. I lost a lot of teeth in those injuries. So it's not as if I haven't been injury free. So I know what it's like to live with injuries. One of the stories that I will always hold near and dear to me is this conversation I had with a police officer. Right before I left for Missouri, I just had my car packed and I went over to him. I made a special trip to tell him I was leaving for another, Missouri. And he was so excited. And I just, we hugged. And he was the police officer that basically tackled my ex-husband after strangling me. And I was watching this video that is going to be in the link below, as I said earlier. And her story is probably more horrifying, to be quite honest. But it's such a well-made video that really, my video here is just, doesn't really even touch the surface. Really, it doesn't. But whenever you deal with narcissist abuse or any kind of abuse of any kind, I think it's very valuable to tell the story so that that story can at least be told to somebody who might be suffering, or even at best, just prevention itself. And I only shared it because I thought it was probably beneficial. And I really, really encourage you to listen to the whole story in the link below, because really, it's so powerful. You can't put this, you wouldn't be able to put the phone down or the computer down. That's how good of a story it is. She's just an incredible survivor of, she's just incredible. But I want to say this before I end this video. I shared it because I hope you know that I'm doing a lot better. I still have breathing problems, but I'm doing a lot better than I expected. I still miss Missouri. I came back to Pennsylvania, but I hope and pray I get to go back and go back to my second home, even if it is just to visit, you know. I haven't been there in a couple years, but who knows? I have a great life here, considering all things. I have a lot of good friends. I have a reasonable rent. I'm making do with what I got. So, yeah, God has blessed me. But for now, I'll sign off here and make sure you watch that video below. Thanks for listening.